Well, hello and welcome back to a very special episode of Absurd Arguments, a podcast where we talk about things in an argumentative fashion. My name is Matthew, and I am here with my good friend, Nathan.
Hello.
And Nathan, you sent me something this morning. You sent me a text. Let me pull it up really quick.
We don't have to.
We're trying to figure out what time we want to set up recording. And I was like, we could just do it right now. And you texted me, the first thing I want to talk about is, bruh, I'm making breakfast right now. And you spelled it B-E-C-W-A-S-T. Is this like some sort of new like breakfast meal or whatever?
No, you could probably say it's an ancient type of way to say breakfast. It's Matthew, I'm trying to learn Welsh on Duolingo, and that's how you say fair. Breakfast in Welsh. You say it as a breakfast. Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, I could say to you, you know, if I'm eating breakfast, I would just say dwi'n bwyta breakfast. You know, that's Welsh. That's Welsh for, you know, I'm eating breakfast.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, in this Welsh breakfast, or breakfast, I said, okay. And then you said, I'm making my classic breakfast, but then you actually spelled it correctly. Bacon, bagel, and an entire onion with eggs.
I don't
understand.
An
entire onion?
I have a lot of onions right now, Matthew. What do you want from me? You mean to tell me you don't have an entire onion with eggs for breakfast? You know, and you scramble them in. If you have cheese, you can add cheese to it, you know. Mm-hmm. But you fry up the onions first so they get nice and you know, not too crunchy, but you still want a little crunch, and then you add the eggs and you just kind of scramble them in with it. It's a hearty breakfast.
But Nathan, no one eats an entire onion in one sitting. Or let me phrase it this way. No regular person eats an entire onion in one sitting.
Matthew, I have a lot of onions.
Nathan, I really don't care.
I have to get through the onions, Matthew.
I understand you have to get through the onions, but can't you just, like, you know, make like a ham and cheese sandwich and then put some onion on it to, like, give it a little spice? Not an entire onion.
Onion on a ham and cheese sandwich? You mad man?
Why in the world would you think that I would say for you to put an entire onion? Just little. You use the onion throughout the day. You don't just get the whole thing. And
throughout the day, Matthew, you don't understand. I've got a lot of onions,
and you don't understand. That's not a good thing. To put an entire onion in a single meal that will only be consumed by one person.
Well, yeah. But I've got a lot of onions.
How many more onions do you have?
Well, I don't know. Like 12 or 15.
What?
Maybe that's an exaggeration. I don't know. I can't.
That better be an exaggeration.
Maybe 10. Yeah.
That's still a lot. Why do you have so many onions, Nathan?
Well, because I already had some onions, and then I bought new onions, and I didn't need to buy the new onions because I already had some.
Did you just, like, forget that you already had onions?
I mean, kind of. I was like, man, I could use some more onions, but I didn't need that many more onions.
Oh, my gosh.
Look, man, I'm trying to get through the old onions so I can start eating the new onions.
You know, Journey, in their whole song, Don't Stop Believin', They should have changed
Mm-hmm.
the lyric to just an onion boy living in an onion world who took the small town train going anywhere, which then that also gives why there was a lot of cheap perfume, because whoever you were with, the lady that night, was just like, your breath is horrendous. And she just starts spraying her perfume everywhere to get rid of that
Yeah.
terrible whole onion that you probably ate as you were walking up to the train.
Hey, Matthew, I'm like 20 steps ahead of you. I've got like a tin of Altoids mints, and so I've been like just crunching down on a couple of those while we've been talking, in fact. There's not even a whiff of onion coming from me.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Well, I am sitting here enjoying a nice Arnold Palmer because that is something that regular people drink. But an entire
Ah,
onion, not just that, but with your breakfast.
yeah. What did you look? I'm tired of judging me. What did you
Mm,
have for breakfast other than your
I didn't
Arnold
eat
Palmer?
breakfast
Wow. The most important meal of the day, and you're going to skip out on it?
every day.
You know, I've got some extra onions here if you'd like me to send you one.
I'm good. I'm good. You don't have
You-
to.
oh, I will. What's your address again? Let's just put it on the podcast. Have people send
This
you
is being
gifts.
recorded, Nathan.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna
uh,
dox myself.
oh, man. Sorry, folks. I tried. I really did.
Uh, well,
Yeah.
Nathan, apart from your whole onion escapade, this
Yeah.
is a special day in also a different way because this week, actually today, by the time of release, which if you're listening to this episode on the day it's being released, I have some questions, but I won't ask them. But on this day of all days is good old fashioned Thanksgiving.
Right. A classic holiday.
A classic holiday. And you might remember last year when we talked about so many things. We introduced the world to the terrible, terrible reign of Terkuthla.
Yeah.
And I think we've done enough work in that area, so we won't continue on. But
Yeah.
instead, what we're going to do is we're going to list off a few things that we are thankful for. And Nathan, how are we going to go about this?
Well, I mean, to keep the spirit of argumentation alive, what we've decided to do is the two search engines that have helped us out the most in our podcast are Google and Bing. And
Mm-hmm.
you've gone to Google and you're going to look up, something random for us to be thankful for. And then I've
Mm-hmm.
gone to Bing, and I've decided to chat with their Bing chat. And
Mm-hmm.
I asked it what I should be thankful for. And so we'll just share the things we're thankful for. We'll see which is better at helping us to be thankful for things, Google or Bing.
Indeed. Yes, and so without further ado, let us begin this merriment of thankfulness after we go ahead and cue the music.
So to start us off, Matthew, I went on Bing and they have a new little chat function, um,
Mm-hmm.
and so you can ask it questions and it'll give you an answer. All right.
Mm.
And so I asked Bing, what should I be thankful for? I did ask for its creativity model,
Oh
but
no.
um, honestly, it's played it kind of safe. So
Mm-hmm.
here's some of the things I can be thankful for. All right,
Okay.
I can be thankful for my good health, which is a
Mm.
precious gift that many people struggle to maintain or improve.
Mm-hmm.
And good health means that you can enjoy your life without suffering from pain, illness or disability.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm thankful for first. Is my good health. Matthew.
Yes.
It's probably
Let's
from
see.
eating an entire onion with eggs every day.
Now, Bing also doesn't know the intricacies of your life, so I highly doubt that an artificial intelligence chat function would be able to say, Nathan, you slammed that whole onion this morning. Your health is tip top shape.
It's a vegetable, Matthew. It's healthy.
You know, to get a little wild and wacky, I was watching a YouTube video yesterday, and it was of the streamer, and he had a show and tell thing for all his viewers to send things into his Discord to show off on stream. And a guy sent in a picture of spaghetti, and his comment said, "Throated this." And the
Golly.
streamer's just like, just say you ate it. Say you had a jolly old meal. Don't say that. So,
No.
Nathan.
No, I ate the onion. Don't you dare.
Bing doesn't know.
No, Bing knows. Bing knows my life. Yeah. Anyway, what's your first one that you're thankful for? We'll see if Google does better.
I don't know if it will, because I hit the I'm feeling lucky thing,
Nice.
and it sent me to today's Google Trends.
Oh.
And I should be thankful for, on the day of recording, 3 things so far. The Golden State Warriors basketball team, but more specifically, their merchandise.
Oh. They've released new
Yes,
merch?
they have. I guess, I don't know.
Wow.
And it has over 50,000 searches. So I just, since we're good Christian boys and everything, take this time to be in prayer. Lord Jesus, thank you so much for the Golden State Warriors merchandise. Thank you
Man,
for giving many people terrible things to wear around town.
I really hope I get that Curry jersey this year.
Indeed, the good Stephon Curry.
Yeah.
When I click on the Warriors and their merchandise,
Yeah.
what do you think pops up? So I'm looking at 8 pictures right now. And out of these
Okay.
8 pictures, what do you think is going to be on there?
A jersey
Correct. Of?
of Steph Curry.
That is correct. What else is
Okay,
on there?
he's the only player I know from the Warriors.
Hey, and he's there's a reason his jersey's up there, is because he's one of the best Golden State Warriors player to ever play. So there's a good guess.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Is there a mug?
There is not a mug. Strike 1.
Oh. Okay, so 3 strikes, you're out. Just classic basketball thing. Okay.
Indeed.
Let's
or
see.
or we can just if you miss 2 free throws, you're out. So you have one more shot.
Oh, dang. Okay, the next one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry if this is like presuming too much, but it's basketball, so I gotta shoot for it.
Oh.
A pair of Nikes.
Incorrect.
No. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. So it has like normal clothing on it. It's got a long sleeve shirt, a t-shirt, a jacket. But then there are 3
Right.
things on here that I don't necessarily think are related to basketball.
Okay.
Out of the 8 pictures that Google is like, these things you're looking for, right? One of them is a golf club bag.
Huh.
Yes,
Yeah.
so a completely different sport.
Okay.
The second thing is a computer desk chair with the Golden State Warriors logo on it.
Okay.
And the third
Nice.
thing is like a suitcase with the Warriors logo on it. Google, why in the world would I want any of this?
Google knows you. They know you're a huge Warriors fan.
It's just bizarre. It's just bizarre.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So back to Bing chat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't know, man. Bing so far seems to be, um, it seems to be pretty on point with what I should be thankful for. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and it knows me so well. You can be thankful for the money in the bank, and and see,
Nathan,
this is
Nathan, can
how.
I ask you this question?
Yeah,
What money in your bank?
I literally spent $1,000 fixing my car last week. Now, here's the thing. Okay, I don't mean to get. I don't mean to be like a grammar Nazi here, but it
Mm-hmm.
says, okay, this is how it phrases it. You can be
Mm-hmm.
thankful for not your money in the bank, the money in the bank. So I can be thankful that there's just money there. And then the second part of this sentence is, which means that you have some financial security and stability. So what Bing is trying to say is, buddy, it's time to plan that heist you've been wanting to do for a while now.
No, I don't think that's what it's saying.
You can be thankful for the money in the bank, which means you have some financial security.
Oh.
What it's saying is, Nathan, we know you spent $1,000 on your car bill, but there's still hope. You can rob a bank. There's money there. Go do it.
Honorary jury, as you're currently listening to this as Exhibit B for Nathan, evidence against Nathan robbing a bank. This was a joke that he made. He did. I did not actually think he would act on this joke. I do apologize for his actions. However, he is guilty.
Uh,
And
uh,
everything I say will be used against me in court. And Nathan, you are setting yourself up big time for a good 3-point shot into 25 years in prison.
the prosecutor makes a motion towards the judge. Uh, Mr. Judge, can I approach the witness? And the judge says, yes, you may. And so,
No. He walks up to the computer screen that is currently playing pre-recorded audio and asks me this question.
is it true that Nathan eats an entire onion with his eggs for breakfast?
Mr. Lawyer, you don't understand. Like, this has been an obsession of his for years. He can't seem to stop throating onions.
Your Honor, I rest my case. The man's clearly a psychopath. He must go to jail for the rest of his life. And he robbed the bank which had the money in it.
But more importantly, he can't stop eating entire onions with every single meal, including breakfast. He pours a bowl of cereal, he dices up an onion, and he puts the onion in the cereal.
Plops it in there. Ham and cheese sandwich with an entire onion in between.
He doesn't even cut the onion, he just throws it in there.
He's so strange, Your Honor.
Okay.
Gosh. So what is the next thing your Google random feeling lucky search is telling
But of
you we should be
course.
thankful for?
So, the second thing in our Google Trends is I need to be thankful for Matt Canada.
Oh. Relative of yours?
No,
I thought all you Matthews were related.
we
Oh.
are not. So I clicked on it and I was like, why should I be thankful for Matt Canada? And this led me to the website of NFL.com/news.
Oh.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers fire offensive coordinator Matt Canada amid fourth season with team.
I'm
So
so
Google
thankful
is telling, yeah, Google's telling me to be thankful that this guy lost his job.
I'm so thankful for the lack of job security. Oh gosh.
Oh, yes.
Oh
So
man.
following Sunday's 13-10 loss to the Cleveland Browns was particularly brutal. The Steelers generated 64 total yards, including 15 net pass yards in the first half. The second time that the Steelers had 0 points with fewer than 70 yards in the first half of a football game.
Darn. Wow.
They suck.
Yeah.
But I also saw this stat. I don't remember who said it, but I did see it this morning that this is the first time since like the 1960s that the Pittsburgh Steelers have fired a coaching staff member in the middle of the season, which means their
Oh.
coaching changes always happen in the off season. So I was like, well, that's pretty interesting.
Are you trying to tell me that I should submit my resume?
I guess the point I'm trying to make is this guy was so bad that he made a football team that is dedicated to finishing the season with all their staff. He was so bad, they're like, dude, you have to leave. We haven't fired
Yeah.
anyone midseason since 1961, but you suck at your job.
well, I'm thankful for that guy. Good old Matt Canada.
Yeah. Matt Canada is just a good reminder that no job is safe,
None.
including a big time money job like being the offensive coordinator for a National Football League team.
Yeah. No job security there if you suck.
Yep. Which, I mean, granted, that's like everywhere.
Yeah, times are hard.
If you're not good at your job, you will get fired.
Yeah, very true. All right. Well, back to Bing chat.
Mm-hmm.
I could go over, it says, like, now it's starting to get kind of normal. It talks about being thankful for family and
That's good.
friends, the freedom of religion, weekends. Yeah.
I don't mean to laugh at our First Amendment right to
Yeah.
freedom of religion. But why?
Oddly enough, because there's these bullet points, and sorry, Matthew.
You're that onion's still stuck in your throat.
I guess so. So in the section of being thankful for family and friends, tacked on at the very end is, oh yeah, you can also be grateful for the freedom of religion. I was like, that could have been its own bullet point.
Does it continue with other things mentioned in the First Amendment, like, there's freedom from having to house military servicemen in your house without question?
No, it just says
Like,
you can be grateful for the freedom of religion that allows you to express your faith and beliefs without fear of persecution or discrimination.
so does that mean I don't have to be thankful for the rest of the First Amendment, right? Like something along the lines of freedom of speech?
No, that was it. That was the only mention.
Wow. I bet the liberals really like that one.
Now we know who's really behind Bang. But what I wanted to focus on is Bing Chat's last point, which is you can be thankful for the small things in life that make you happy, and it gives three of these things. Okay, someone smiling at you, a beautiful.
Nathan, remember that conversation we had about being in line for Walmart checking out and having a woman check you out and smiling at you, and that brought you
Right.
so much happiness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bing really does know you.
It knows me so well. It's like that classic Dilbert, the Dilbert comic strip by
Mhm.
Adams something, Scott Adams.
Yep.
Uh, but he had one on etiquette, and it said, no matter how much the like cashier is smiling at you at a grocery store, she's not into you. Stop thinking that.
True.
But anyway,
True.
that's one of the small things in life that can make me happy. Um,
Mhm.
such as someone smiling at me. The second thing, a beautiful
Mhm.
sunset.
Now,
You
no, 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 no.
know,
I will say, where you live, the sunsets are very, very beautiful.
they are beautiful. They make me very happy, and I'm very
Mhm.
thankful for it. So I look
But
outside.
but do they make you happier than having a woman at register or scan all your groceries at Walmart, and she
Bro,
smiles at you?
all I can say is if I stood on my front lawn and then there was a
Mhm.
woman checking out my bag of onions and smiling at me, that would be the greatest day of my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the final thing, gosh, honestly, let's just put this into my little combo too. But the final
Mhm.
thing, small thing I can be thankful for is some nice music that I recently listened to. Not even.
Nathan, the type of music you listen to is so off the wall, avant-garde, just like noise.
uh,
And
like
then you're
the.
watching the sunset go down, and a woman is ringing up all your onions.
Uh huh. And in the background, I'm listening to like Steve Reich's music for mallets and instruments,
Oh my gosh.
and it's just all those mallets going off. Gosh, that would be a great day. That would be a perfect day. And then like there's a bank nearby with money, you know?
Nathan,
Huh.
I got up to blow my nose, and
Yeah.
I I'm very disappointed that I didn't have to blow my nose longer because I had to listen to that.
Yeah. Well, I'm okay. It's kind of mean.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna tell Bing Chat, that I'm not thankful for friends who are mean to me, who are not the
Mm.
source of love, support, and joy in my life.
I mean, you just have the weirdest tastes. That's it.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm an eclectic individual, a maverick, if you will.
Well, they play in Dallas.
Oh, my fellow brethren.
More basketball references for all the sports guys out there.
Dude, the jocks listening to this episode are in a tizzy. They're very happy right now.
Yes. Well, out of the two things Google Trends has told me to be thankful for, this third one is not related to sports. The third thing that Google says I need to be thankful for is David Letterman.
What? Why?
So, according to CNN Entertainment, David Letterman returns to The Late Show.
Bruh, I thought he retired.
I thought he did too.
Well, I guess he did retire if he's coming back.
It's true. So, the former late night talk show host was back in his old stomping grounds for his first time as a guest on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. And
Oh,
it earned him a standing ovation. And his
wow.
so that makes me think, what other late night TV show hosts should we be thankful for?
Hmm.
Because I mean, David Letterman was a pioneer in the field.
Yeah.
He was there for so many years. He popularized a lot of different bits and things that late night show hosts, which is hard for me to say, do. But who else should we be thankful for?
Um, Dick Van Dyke.
Mm, why should we be thankful for Dick Van Dyke?
He just has a fun name that's fun to say.
Wrong answer. He was in Mary
Oh,
Poppins.
yeah. Yeah, my favorite thing he was in. The only thing I've seen that he's in.
Wow.
Oh, Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan is good. He had the
Okay,
Beatles on his show.
I don't actually know who Ed Sullivan is.
Yeah, he had the Ed Sullivan show in the 60s or whatever.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. And the Beatles came on, and you couldn't hear them sing because all the girls were screaming too loud.
If there was a sentence that does not define anything about me, it would be that sentence.
Well, and no judgment from me because I'm rarely in a situation where there's
Outside of your apartment.
a gaggle of babes screaming loudly as I'm singing.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
it's rare.
Yep. Well, I think we should be thankful for Johnny Carson because
Oh yeah,
that guy was so good.
yeah, he was cool.
He was so good in that my stepdad has or had a VHS set of the best bits from the Johnny Carson show.
Oh wow,
And I have seen many of those bits, and he really is a great guy. But
yeah,
to be a late night talk show host and have a collection of VHS tapes about your best bits, like Jimmy Fallon could never reach that kind of popularity.
yeah. Honestly, Matthew, I figured that you would say one of your favorite late night people is Conan O'Brien because he's a redhead just like you.
Oh yeah, woo, yeah.
You
Team
know,
Coco.
yeah.
Woo.
Team Ginger's got to stick together, right?
The only reason you like Conan O'Brien is because he had Norm Macdonald on so many times.
Yeah, that's true. They
rest,
did well
rest in
together.
power, Norm Macdonald.
Rest in power. Darn. Dude, when people say, like, no offense, but like when people say rest in power instead of rest in peace. So rest in peace would be like, okay, you've died, and whatever comes next, we hope that it's a peaceful time for you where you can get rest.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in
Mm-hmm.
power, dude, sounds like you just got spawned in a Call of Duty map and now you got to start fighting in round 2. Like, there ain't no rest for you, dude. You got to keep on fighting. And it's like, dog, just let me die in peace. You know?
Mm-mm. That what has happened is they have been reincarnated in another world, and they are the chosen hero. So
It's
somewhere out there in the multiverse, Norm Macdonald
no.
is the chosen hero to fight off the Demon King.
Yeah, I'm the chosen hero. That's my very bad Norm Macdonald impression.
And you know who else is the chosen hero? That's right, Frank Stallone.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. It sounds like a Viking type thing, where it's like you died in
Mm,
battle and now instead of just going to Valhalla, maybe you are going to Valhalla to just fight some more,
yep, yep.
I don't
And
know.
they do the Viking funeral where they put your body on the boat. They send it out, and then they shoot an arrow, a flaming arrow, and ignite the entire ship. That's what I think about whenever someone says "rest in power,"
When
because I
I
mean
I
it's a
don't know,
pretty metal way to go.
when I think of the phrase rest in power, I fear that the person will start lifting up out of the casket and go, "Ha ha ha, you've given me more strength. I will live another 20,000 years." Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a spooky
He
phrase.
starts his phase 2 of his
Yeah,
boss battle.
right. Thanks to your energy you have given me, servants, I will live longer. Yeah, I don't know.
What would Norm Macdonald's phase 2 be? Even more offensive?
I don't know. I think he would just be like it would either be one of two things. Either he'd be
Mm,
like a normal, basic comedian with nothing,
mm-hmm.
no Norm Macdonald style jokes anymore,
Yep.
or he'd like, I don't know, be a salary man at some basic business. You know, I think those would be the
That's,
two extremes.
that's not really resting in power, but okay.
No, it isn't. It's a dangerous phrase.
Mm, it's true.
Yeah,
Well, Nathan, we have been given a lot to think about on this special day.
I think we've given a lot of thanks, Matthew.
We have given a lot of thanks. We've thanked a lot of sports teams for selling
Yeah,
merchandise and firing their coaches. We've thanked late night television. We've thanked
right.
banks for having money.
Thank you,
Um,
Banks. You're
thank
always
you,
there
bank.
for me in case I want to become a criminal.
Yep. We've thanked our attorneys for our good court defense. Um, we've given thanks to a lot of different things, and so Nathan, in this time of peace and tranquility, I think there's not a more fitting song to cue as we move into our outro.
Okay.
Okay. That sounded like a soundboard response of okay. Just
Okay.
absolutely emotionally detached from the situation. Just okay.
You're not. Maybe you're right.
Thank you, soundboards, for giving us emotionally detached responses. Now,
Right.
let's cue the music.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Stop mocking me.
Nathan, in this beautiful day of thankfulness, how can people reach out to us and tell us what they're thankful for?
If you see us in public, you can give us a handshake or a high five. But if you don't
That's
see us in
true.
public, you could do something like email us at absurdarguments, the letter 4, the number U, at gmail.com. Or,
Mm-hmm.
uh, or you could like follow us on Instagram, Threads for some reason, Facebook. You can find us on YouTube too. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, that's that's how you could do it. And if you find us in person, you can just like, I think it would be nice if somebody could also just show solidarity and be like, Nathan, I too eat an entire onion with my eggs for breakfast. It would
Yes.
help me a lot.
And if there are any single ladies out there and you see
And
Nathan,
uh huh.
you walk up to him with an entire
Mm-hmm.
you have two onions and you hand him an onion and you smile at him and you say, "Would you like to throat this onion with me?"
I I'll just quietly correct you and I'll be like, nah, but I'll gnaw on it with you. And we'll just
Mm.
gnaw on this unpeeled onion together.
And we will watch as the sun sets and
Uh
we
huh.
play Stephen Reich's whatever his
Yeah.
name is.
Yeah. Steve
The
Reich's,
mallets and garbage music and
yeah.
enjoy a whole onion together.
Ah, man, that's the dream, dude.
It's somebody something. Well, folks, thank you for listening. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates and is American. To the rest of the world, happy Thursday. And
Oh,
we will see y'all in the next episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.